Our digital networks are critical to our national security, our military superiority, and public safety. But that dependence also makes us vulnerable to cyber attack from those who would do us harm. The lesson is clear. This cyber threat is one of the most serious economic and national security challenges we face as a nation.
The threat landscape has completely changed over the past few years. We're seeing a significant amount of malicious organizations targeting individuals and corporations for intellectual property, and it's being leaked out at an alarming and astonishing rate. Symantec last year identified that approximately 75% of corporations suffered cyber loss. In that cyber loss, on average, it's been about $2 million. That is the actual cost to companies. When you factor in small, medium, and large organizations, this is quite a significant number.
We are under attack. It's a fundamentally different thing, and we need to be thinking of it in a fundamentally different fashion. We believe that the focus primarily on cybersecurity as an operational, technical issue, while important, misses the point. The internet changes everything. No one organization can protect itself. Even the government of the United States can't protect itself without working cooperatively with the private sector. So for our national security, we need our government partners to be enlisting our private sector partners in an ongoing program to build out this sustainable system of cybersecurity.
Collectively, we represent a network of members which amount to 125,000 organizations or industries and over 3.5 million professionals. Government will often turn to the American National Standards Institute when it's looking for a solution or an answer to a problem that cannot be solved strictly by legislation or by a federal mandate. Cybersecurity is one of the key national priorities that ANSI is concerned about, and we want to help create solutions.
With this publication today, we are moving from describing the problem to how do we solve the problem. The Internet Security Alliance and the American National Standards Institute, ANSI, were asked by the Department of Homeland Security about 2 years ago to do an analysis of the economics of cybersecurity. The financial management of cyber risk provides a simple and comparatively easy-to-use program for organizations to better appreciate their actual cyber risk from a financial perspective, and we believe when they can understand it from a financial perspective, they will choose to invest an awful lot more in protecting their cyber resources.
Historically, corporations have not looked at risk in relation to information security. It's always been a technical problem. The reason why they need to make this change is because the risks that we're having from an information security perspective on the business is really a fiscal one. A publication like the ANSI ISA one that was just released really helps drive the conversation because it gives practical and realistic talking points for a security professional to engage with the business to have.
In this case, the audience is the entire executive team of every corporation, large or small. We want to go after the HR manager, we want to go after the IT person, the CFO, the CIO, the CTO, the CEO, because the reality is all their areas are impacted by this potential problem, and they all need to take steps to make it better.
So Northrop Grumman did an extensive study just last year on the extent of attacks from China, but you don't have to be doing business in China to be attacked by the Chinese. There have been a number of reports that have come out recently from a variety of sources that have talked about the extent of the cybersecurity problem. But these broad overview studies, while useful, don't provide the sort of hands-on, what do I do approach that we are doing. We're all interconnected to each other, and so we all need to work to develop a culture of security that has the economic incentives for everybody to provide security in the internet world.
I think our program and this publication is totally aligned with the administration's goal in cybersecurity. They want a public-private partnership. They want the message to be sent out there, recognizing the financial aspects of the cyber risk. We had government people in the process. We had companies like Symantec and others. Now we have a document that has a ability to guide corporations in assessing and managing their risk. That precisely is the goal of President Obama's mission in this area.
Public-private partnerships are really, really important, and it's Symantec's relationship with ISA and ANSI to really facilitate that, be the thought leader as opposed to a passenger on the ride.